Hello, back again. Going to do another video. This one is on a popular demand for to do some remedies for Pitris, or doing a remedy to get blessings from Pitris. So I'm going to describe a couple of them which are very easy and simple to do. Both of them being prescribed by us, by me and by my mother, for Vastu as well as astrology. Remedies. So these are very simple and easy to do, easy to do ones, and hopefully this will give you some insight how to appease Pitris. So just for those people who don't know what, when I say Pitris, we are referring to them as ancestors. So people who have come in your family and who have passed away, and they have now, as you know, all the Pitris, all the ancestors, and their souls actually, as far as the scriptures are concerned, or what we know, they actually live on moon, and so that's why during the full moon and new moon, specifically during the new moon, which is the Amavasya, the Pitris are, or their souls are actually very active on that day, or the other way to say is the soul of your ancestors is very active on that day. In fact, the saying goes that the on that day the soul actually come to your house to look whether their children are doing okay or not. So they primarily come during the dusk time, which is also the twilight zone in the evening, and they will come down on earth to see how their children are doing. So in terms of the definition of the Pitris, we normally see the lineage of on both the sides, meaning if husband and wife are living in a family, then you need to consider the ancestors from both the sides, from husband's side as well as from the mother's side. So it's not that the wherever the lineage comes from the father's side is only, and that is the only Pitris. You have to consider the Pitris from both the sides, meaning the ancestors have to be considered from both the sides. So now let's look at the two solutions for Pitris. The first one is lighting a diya, or lighting a lamp, and I would say lighting a desi ghee lamp, or a ghee lamp, rather than using the mustard oil, which we normally use for Saturn. But for Pitris, it is always advisable to light a desi ghee lamp on Amavasya, which is the new moon day, and during the twilight zone, right? So just lighting a lamp on Amavasya or on new moon during the twilight or the dusk zone, and you light that lamp and the south of your house. So wherever your south of your house comes in, you will light that lamp. Remember, the reason we put it in south, because that's the zone of the Yama. Remember, if you want to look at the Devtas, on the Vastu chakra, you will always find Yama is here in the south, right? Specifically, I forgot, I think it is S5, if I remember correctly. Yama is S5. But this is the zone where Yama is, and Yama is the son of Lord Sun or Devta Sun. He's the one who represents, who's the one who actually comes down onto the planet and takes away our soul. When a person is going to die, that's the time Yama comes down to the planet, or to planet Earth, and takes away your soul. So that's the zone where Yama is, and we light that desi ghee lamp in the south of your house. Wherever your south of the house comes in, you light a lamp, and ideally outside the house, not inside the house. So this is on the backyard. If your south is in the backyard, or if it is in the front, you light a lamp. Again, lighting a lamp on Amavasya in a twilight zone with desi ghee, using desi ghee, will be very beneficial, or will be very good for looking after your Pitris or your ancestors. Now you have to light one. In the picture it is showing two, but you can just light one lamp, right? That will do enough. One is enough. The other one is that take a picture of your ancestors. Obviously, I have taken some old picture from Google here, but you can, whoever are your ancestors, if you have got, yes, so for example, your grandfather and mother together, then take their picture as a couple from your side and your mother's side, and put them in a frame, and put it in the southwest zone of your house, wherever is the southwest zone of your house is, because that's where the zone of Pitris is. So that's from a Vastu perspective, that if you want to put the pictures of your ancestors, put it here. Don't light a lamp, don't light a incense stick, don't light a dhoop, don't light, put a flower, don't do anything to Pitris. As long as the Pitris are here, that is fine. The other thing you can do, which is a very simple remedy for looking after Pitris, is to write the name of all your ancestors, or draw a ancestral tree on a piece of paper. So starting from your, say, grandfather, whoever is your grandfather, mother, draw a tree, and great grandfather, say great grandfather, then grandfather, and if your father is not there or mother is not there, then you put the write their name. Similarly, on your wife's side, great grandfather, and if you know their further their great grandfather, then you do that. So the idea is that you can write your ancestral tree and put that ancestral tree near your that piece of paper with that ancestral tree near in the southwest. Southwest is the zone of Pitris. Or you can also put the picture and also do the tree there. That is a very good remedy. These are the three things, and obviously the other remedy, or which is what we should always do, is that we should always do our during the Shraddha time, which is the time which comes every 15 days once a year. So people who pass away on a specific tithi, we do a Shraddha on that tithi. So if you can do the Shraddha for our ancestors, that is fantastic. Also, you can do you can go to Bodh Gaya, which is one of the other places in India, which is where the Shraddha is done. So you can go and do the Shraddha for your ancestors if you haven't done it or you have missed it. It is always advisable to go to Bodh Gaya, which is in Bihar in India, and you can go and do the Shraddha activity there. So in all, there are 4 things I have covered today. One is lighting a lamp on the day of Amavasya, or on the new moon day, that is the Desi ghee lamp in south, putting the picture of your ancestors in southwest, where the Rahu is. The zone of Rahu, you can also do an ancestral tree by writing on a piece of paper for both the sides. That is again come here. Obviously, your ancestral pictures can also come from both the sides. And finally, you can also do the Shraddha during the Shraddha time, or you can go to Bodh Gaya in Bihar to do the respective Shraddha activity to appease your ancestors. So again, do these and start seeing the difference. It is always advisable. One thing I would say to everyone, that before doing any remedy or asking for your wish or doing for any remedy, I would like to call it out that first of all, even before asking any devta for your wish or resolving your problems, your first point of call or first point of worship is always your parents. If you don't look after your parents, you will never ever be happy or successful in your life. You can never be happy if you disrespect or you don't look after your parents. That's number 1. Number 2, parents as well as your guru. If you have a guru, then you always have a look after them. Guru's priority is number 1. Then comes parent. You must look after your parents. If you disobey them, if you disrespect them, if you don't look after them, and if you have left them in lurch or alone, nothing is going to be somebody in your life will suffer, or you will suffer later on in the life. The third people whom you look after or you should always worship is your Pitris or ancestors. And once you look after your ancestor, or you remember them, or you take their blessings, I highly recommend people to, when they sleep and when they wake up in the morning and they sleep in the night, always go and touch, take their blessings wherever their picture is. Go and show your obeisances to them, and pay your respects at least in the morning and in the evening, at least once a day. If you take that, then you are paying respect, and the Pitris will be very happy and they will pass your blessings. And finally, then comes the devtas, and then come the God. Doing remedies for God or others will only be beneficial when you look after your parents and your Pitris. If you don't look after your parents, don't remember your Pitris, no devta, no God will help you in making your life simple, or taking away your obstacles which you're facing, or taking away the hardships you're facing in life. Nothing is going to work. Trust me on that one. You must look after your parents. They are the parents, or your guru is your first point of call, then your Pitris, and then come the God and the devtas, right? So this is my suggestion to you. Please look after your parents, and please look after your ancestors. Take their blessings, and then see the difference. I hope this is This has given you some context, and please do provide your feedback on the Facebook page or also on the WhatsApp group, or people can drop a note to me or to my mom on the Facebook page or the numbers which are given below. Thank you. Bye.